trial gloves. He stretched his chin out of the way, keeping his neck clear of the Zip's teeth. "Still don't see what I'm doing here, Doreen." Detective Sergeant Taylor wriggled into her suit with all the grace of someone's plump auntie doing the slosh at a family wedding. The hood hid her greying bob, the rest of it covering an outfit that could best be described as cardigan chic, if you were feeling generous. She pointed at the crumpled Ford. "You'll find out." Typical. Milking every minute of it. They slipped on their face masks. Then she led the way down the slope to the tape cordon, holding it up for him to duck under. Logan did. "Only RTCs aren't usually a professional standards kind of thing." She turned and waved a hand at the hill. "Local postie was on his way to work, sees skid marks on the road up there, looks down the hill and sees the crashed car. Calls 101. A pair of tyre tracks slithered and writhed their way down the yellowing grass to the Ford Focus's remains. How the driver had managed to keep the thing from rolling was a mystery. "See, we're more of an investigating complaints made against police officers when they be naughty deal. Traffic get here at 6:15, tramp down the hill and discover our driver." Logan peered in through the passenger window. The man behind the wheel was big as a bear, hanging forward against his seatbelt, the first rays of morning a dull gleam on his bald head. His broad face, slack and pale, even with the heavy tan. Eyes open. Mouth like a bullet wound in that massive thicket of beard. Definitely dead. "Still not seeing it, Doreen." She gestured him over to the driver's side. "Course, it looks like accidental death, till they open the driver's door, and what do they find?" Logan stepped around the driver's open door and stopped. Blood pooled in the footwell, made deep red streaks down the upholstery. Following it upwards led to a sagging hole in the driver's shirt, so dark in there it was almost black. "Ooh," Logan hissed in a breath. "Stab wound?" "Probably. So they call it in, and we all scramble out here like good little soldiers. Bodies searched, no ID. Give the hire company a call. They wouldn't let him have the car without ID." She turned and stared at him. "Yes, thank you, Brain of Britain. We did actually think of that. Car was booked out by one Carlos Guerrero y Prieto." "There you go. Mystery solved." Logan stuck his hands on his hips. "Now, make with the big reveal, Doreen. Why am I here?" Little creases appeared at the sides of her eyes. She was smiling at him behind her mask, dragging it out. "Seriously, I'm going to turn around and walk away if..." While we were waiting on Transbuchan Automotive Rentals to get their finger out and stop moaning about data protection, someone had the bright idea of taking the deceased's fingerprints with one of the wee live scan machines. We got a hit from the database. Dramatic pause. The only sounds were the clack and whine of crime scene photography as she waggled her eyebrows at him. "Were you always this annoying? Because I don't remember you being this annoying." She rolled her eyes. "I'm surprised you don't recognise him. OK, so he's lost a bit of weight and shaved his head, and the Grizzly Adams beard and tan are new. But it's still him. Doreen, Carlos Guerrero y Prieto's real name is Duncan Bell, a.k.a. Ding Dong, late detective inspector of this parish." Logan stared. The hairy hands dangling at the end of those bear-like arms. The rounded shoulders. The heavy eyebrows. Take off the beard, add a bit more hair, put him in an ill-fitting suit. But he's dead. And I don't mean just now dead. We buried him 2 years ago. Doreen nodded, radiating smugness. "And that's why we called you." The duty undertakers lifted their shiny grey coffin, slipping and sliding in the damp grass. 2 of the scene examiners broke off from collecting samples and grabbed a handle each, helping them carry it away from the crashed Ford. Logan unzipped his suit a bit.